Hello. I didn't see you there. You gave me such a fright. I was just watering my plants. I've got a story for you. Come with me. Once upon a time, there was Burr Anansi and his wife and 4 children. Now it was coming up down to Christmas, and Mrs. Anansi wanted to go and buy presents for her children. Well, she looked in her pocket, she looked in the drawer, she looked in the cupboard, she looked everywhere, and she could not find any money. So she said to her husband, "Husband, I would like to go and shopping for my children. I need some money." And he said, "They're your children too. Go and find some money yourself." And he walked out of the house. Well, Mrs. Anansi wasn't having that. She was waiting for him to come back. Mr. Anansi, in the meantime, went into the forest and he climbed a tree. He was lazy. He didn't want to work, didn't want to do anything. So he climbed the tree and he curled up himself and went to sleep. But he couldn't sleep. There was a sort of rushing in the wind on the ground, under the tree. So he climbed down and he said, "What's making that noise and I can't get to sleep?" And he saw this rusty old pot. So he looked at the pot and he said, You rusty old pot, you. What are you doing here? Stop making this noise." And the rusty old pot looked at him, and the rusty old pot said, "Don't call me rusty old pot. Call me work, let me see." And Nancy said, "A pot that can talk? Nonsense. You are a rusty old pot, you." And the pot said, "Call me work, let me see." And then Nancy thought, a pot, food, cook, could be. All right, work, let me see then. And the pot began to turn around and round and faster until when it stopped, the most beautiful meal was cooked in the pot. And Nancy ate as much as he could, and he took the rest home to feed his family. And he left them, and he went back through the forest, and he climbed another tree, and he curled up to sleep. He felt a bit hungry, and he thought, "I'll come down and look around again. I might find another pot." So he climbed down, and as he was walking and looking around, he tripped over a log. And the log said, "Oi, move, don't trip over me." And Anansi said, "A log that can talk? Move, you're only a log." And the log said, "But call me work, let me see." And Anansi thought, "Oh, not another one." But he said, all right, work, let me see then." And the log stood up, and he turned around, and he changed himself into a beautiful, elegant, slim whip. And he beat Anansi. Anansi ran around the tree, and the whip caught him, and the whip caught him, and he beat him. And he climbed the tree, and the whip beat him. And he ran home, and the whip beat him. And he hid under the bed, and the whip caught him. And he climbed under the curtains, and the whip caught him. And he beat him, and beat him, and beat him. And Anansi, from that day, he never went into the forest looking for a magic pot or a magic log. So you be careful next time you go into the woods, won't you?